everybody, my eyes are killing me. But outside of my eyes killing me, my granddaughter doesn't feel good today. So today has just been a day I couldn't believe what my eyes saw on the internet last night. Hashtag cancel John Yates racist Bible. Like, he is beyond trash. But it's getting to a point where I'm trying to figure out, why are there so many women invested in watching, invested in talking about it, invested in sharing, invested in it. This man does nothing but spew hate. And Sophie, nothing against you, but I'm sorry. For some reason yesterday, when you were sitting there on that panel with that man, I thought two things. I thought, one, had you never had come on with Johnny Mac and got into it with Maria, why didn't you go get John Yates and fight Maria? But Johnny Mac, through Terry Time, who I don't even know, but Johnny Mac came in, Maria got Chicago Muscle, and the rest is history. How everybody went, how then Johnny Mac and you went over to Jules, and then came old boy and Kevin and da 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 da. But it's all history, and the history is not even 1 year to the date. It's caused nothing but confusion. You don't even mess with none of those people, and Mims is dead. And you're sitting right next to a person on the panel who, if he never was here, she'd be alive. If that situation I just named never happened, she'd be alive. And then he's also sat while she was in the hospital wishing death on her more. But you sit next to him like he's a friend. He called the police last night and tried to incite the police to come to Brooke's house. I don't know if he wanted guns ablaze, and I don't know what he wanted to happen, but he incited the police. He continued to tell them that she hit a peace officer. He continued to tell them that she was abusive to her husband. He continued to incite, and thankfully it didn't. But once again, no one in that audience was like, wait a minute, is that really going on? Then she's threatening Cody's mom. Then Trazo comes on. It's like, wait. She said she's going to call your brother and your sister. Hold on, Trazo. He's told us the whole time you've been around until maybe a couple of weeks ago, you're not his brother. That you are a step. That there's no brothering with you. He's never even really met you. You've never kicked it. Oh, maybe once, maybe twice. But not. It is just so odd. It's so odd. But to each his own. If that's your family, run with him. Maybe you can help find him some peace and some real friends so he can not be on the internet being who he is. But, you know, he's always paying somebody back in spades and spades and spades. As if he forgets that, I don't know. I don't even try to figure it out. But anyway, like I said, so I have really got no sleep. Because then after that, I was running my mouth on the phone. Then my granddaughter, I don't know why I stayed awake late today knowing she was coming early. And then she came not feeling well. I finally got her to sleep. Well, I got her to sleep twice already, but she just won't stay asleep. But yeah, like I said, she's a little stopped up today. And on top of everything else, she's teething, so it's just a double whammy. But yeah, like I said, I couldn't help but think those things. And then I also just started thinking to myself, like, it's such a setup that he's so done, he's so angry, he's so this, he's always dropping the link. And he's always saying the most hateful stuff, trying to get people to come on and come up on the panel so you could do the same stuff you've been doing for the last 3 years. And then he kept telling the officer how he has thousands and thousands and thousands of fans on his social media. Why don't you go on Instagram and just let them know that you're a racist, you really hate women, you wishing death on people, you hella drugged out. And then wait, time out. You told that police officer yesterday that Brooke was abusive. Did you bother to tell that police officer that within 2023 you and your husband had 3 fights on the internet? Lord knows how many times y'all done rock that cabinet, off camera. But yeah, 3 fights. And then you're talking about somebody fighting with their husband or having a domestic dispute years ago? Confusing. Like, the officer should have been saying to himself, if this woman's so violent, she should have calls on her. But here's a fact, your police don't. They know that they were getting so many calls on you that you had took your life or tried to, and you were at home, chilling. They know that they've been called to your house in the last 3 years 18 million times. They know that your neighbors know that you and Cody fight, and they've complained about that. Like, ugh. And then he just comes on looking like, get sober. Like, Sophie used to be like Sophie's sobriety, and it's like, you are hanging with the biggest cluckers in this sector. Like, this I don't understand it. Like, not even trying to help him get clean. You love John so much, you're gonna watch him destruct? I don't know. But anyway, like I said, my eyes today are tired and everything else, and I might go live, I might not, because a lot of these people say this is not their world. I'm making the world. It's not. There's no way I want to believe any of you all are happy. Like Sophie, when your husband left for work, do you know you were sitting online with a man who wishes death on women and who might possibly be on, well, what did they used to call it when they ran it through the, I don't even want to say the word, the M, we'll call it the M. And that's what he seems like. Does he know? Does he know that that was his third live for the night? Yeah, it's just too much. It's just too much. These people be too much. But like I said, y'all so tight. Why didn't you get him instead of Johnny Mac? I wish you would have. I wish you never would have brought Johnny Mac in here. I really do. I really do. Even if the man's still here, I really do. I just do. And I don't think y'all take no time. And that's how I know it. I'm watching how people are obsessed with him when he does that. How did y'all not see that the truth of the matter is what went on got many of parties to blame? And they still doing it. They just looking for another casualty, looking for another person, looking for another victim. It's sad. Hashtag Team YouTube. But alright, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna check you out next time. See ya.